Hello everybody, my name is Mathis and welcome back to Stellaris. Our Vulpine technocracy has finally pushed beyond their own planet's boundaries and have started to explore the stars among them. They're a government based purely on intelligence and scientific research, and as we've been exploring and as we've been checking out the nearby star systems, we've already discovered evidence of a species that was, I think they said AI and robotic in nature and very hyper advanced compared to us, and were 600,000 years ago when they existed. So little hints as to maybe why our Vulpine technocracy is so rapidly advancing, because this technology that we've discovered has let us do that. In the meantime, there's some other things we're going to be doing. We have a natural wormhole here that we're going to have to take a look at soon. Maybe do some studying on. Over here, we've got broken Cybrex warforms. We can take a look over here. And we're going to have to research this. We need a science 3 skill or higher. All the while, we are still trying to fully take over our own solar system. In mining and building the things that we want on it. Over here, we've got a research station being built by our
system survey concluded.
By our construction ship, and we just surveyed another system. So let's take a look. Cool. So there's this. This is what I was talking about. That's fine. So what I can do actually is I'm going to actually start having him hit a bunch of different systems. So we're going to have him survey this system, and then right click, and then have him survey this one after that, and maybe even just like loop around like so, just to get everything that's connected to us via these hyperlanes really taking a look at. Is this guy still researching? What's he doing? Yeah, he's still got a bunch of stuff to do. So when he's done with that, let's actually send him back to the wormhole system and have him... Oh, I can't do anything with this yet. We gotta explore it, and we need the technology to do it. Look at that thing, though. How cool is that? Little lightnings going around. All right, let's unpause. We've set up one of our science vessels to do as it needs to do. And if we go back to the Lilat system, I think...
This is our homeworld and the capital of our empire.
I know this already, didn't I?
Screen, which we are currently looking at.
Yeah, I'm good.
Construction project concluded.
All right, he's done. So let's send him over to Gandhara and have him build a mining station. So he's going to swing over there. And that might be the last of what we need here. Has been successfully surveyed. I was thinking about building another construction ship, but it might not be worth building another construction ship. If we wanted to pass an edict, what do we got? A martial law? We don't need that right now. Oh man, the hiccups are driving me crazy. Sorry. There's a surface, which I said we might want to buy. If we want to clear this, how much is it going to run us? 100 credits in, 100 energy credits in 100 time. We're definitely going to want to clear this out.
This is our system's starbase. These massive space stations are the last line of defense in a system, and they are also used to produce military ships.
Cool. So this is the starbase, something I forgot to actually just click on earlier. Each system can only support a single starbase. Building one in an uninhabited system will give us ownership of it like we did before. In the future, technologies may be unlocked that lets us upgrade starbases further, allowing them to house an even greater number of modules and stuff. So we can actually like customize our starbase. Here's our starbase now. Pretty basic looking, but I like it. It's cool. We can actually downgrade it back to an outpost, which we don't want to do, but we can actually throw a module on this thing. A shipyard, anchorage, fleet anchorages are necessary to support the growth of our navy. Gives us more navy to play with. And trading hub, a civilian docking area where merchants and traders can conduct business. It gives us 4 energy credits. Why don't we drop this here, a trading hub, onto this thing right away? It's going to be a little costly in a mineral department, but the sooner the better. So let's get that going. The music in this game is mwah! I love it. It's so good. So there's our research station. Doing that, and we can speed up a little bit here and have him swing over there. Now, our main fleet is... That's the military power of this. Where's our fleet? Here's our fleet. We might want to start bumping this up a bit. Whoa! Oh yeah, because we're on super fast. Let's see. Home base is the Lilat system. We can have them attack target, orbital bombardment, fleet stance. We don't have a leader here. I don't think we have any for admirals. We can eventually we're going to want to recruit an admiral to have them lead this fleet. And then eventually we can upgrade everything. I just don't know if that's something we need to do now. I don't think we need to. We might want to start building some new ships. We can't do anything? Alright then. We'll let it go for now.
Remarkable. We have discovered spacefaring alien entities that may or may not be intelligent. But let's face it, probably are. Their true nature will remain a mystery to us until we complete the appropriate project to investigate them. I suggest we do so post-haste, lest they investigate us first.
Open the situation log and select research to begin this project. Note that this will temporarily stall any other research being done in the same category. So if we go over here, beta aliens. We found some aliens. We can start researching them. It's going to cost us. We only have 8. We have 0 stored. We need 60. It's going to cost us 7 months. We might hold out on that for a second. Just give me a second here. Evading hostile fleet. The ISS Cordurian has encountered a hostile alien vessel fleet in Marigadis system and is currently attempting to evade. That's this right here. The question is, oh my god. Oh, they're the crystalline veals.
Spacefaring entities. We can learn more about them and maybe even initiate first contact.
Right, so we need to do some studying on them. These things are relatively nasty early on. So we're going to say fine. News of alien ships humming through the ether have reached Corneria. In many ways, ending the first chapter in the book of the Galactic Vulpine Technocracy's bid for a stellar empire. We have encountered some form of alien vessels. Yeah, they're coming at us. They are not happy. And we bounced. We got at it there. So that's here. This is good to know. We went back all the way there. So presumably he's going to bounce over this way.
System survey concluded.
He's going to bounce to the star, and then he's going to head out. Okay, so he's going to go his own roundabout way and continue doing what he's doing, avoiding those crystalline creatures at least. Over here, we finished doing this. I think in the Lilat system, I think I'm going to make one more construction ship. I think it's time we make another. I think I've been waiting a little too long. This is my construction ship? Okay, I need this to go do as another thing real quick. Isn't there another planet in here that I need to be dropping? No, we've got a star base there. We can't really do anything. We're lacking money, so we need money. He's still building anyway, it looks like. This is not done yet.
Construction project concluded.
There we go. The Lilat Star Base has finished the construction queue. Okay, so that's being done. Let's get a mining station over this then. And I'm going to want to build... Okay, we're going to be pulling in more money now to the trading system here that's been attached. Is that what this is? Was that there before? I don't remember. Corneria. I'd like to get a construction ship up. We're just going to need to wait on that for now. This pop is almost done.
Science ship sustaining
Whoa,
damage.
whoa, whoa. Fleet combat. At least one of your fleets is in combat. Holy god damn. More crystalline creatures. Get out of there, my dude. He's gone. Okay. And he's bouncing back here. So he's going to try and go around this way. So these two systems right here, Maragdis and Erismagdon, are just nasty. Very, very nasty. We don't want to worry about that too much. So he's going to keep doing his own thing. A leader has gained a level. Scientist Sukradig Penir has leveled up. Skill 2. Experience needed for next level? A little higher. Nice job, dude. That's from him running away constantly. See, you can improve your life if you flee every encounter you ever come across. Alright, we've got a... I just need more minerals, basically. I would like to build, like I said, ideally what I would like to build right now is to get another construction ship up and running.
Construction project concluded.
All right, you're done then. You've got everything in here that can be built. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is swing over to here where we have this and start getting this up and running. Actually, just wait. Maybe not. All right, well, maybe it's time to start looking at other worlds. So there's potentially habitable worlds here. 2 energy, 2 society, and 2 engineering. There's no inhabitable worlds here, but colonizing our first planet really early could be valuable. The colonization planet is a continental one, too. So we're going to want to send him over here, and we're going to start getting ready to slap on a... we're going to have him move here and then here. Is he going? Probably bounce into here and then here. Are you still researching? No, you're done. How long have you been idle? I need to pay attention over here. Okay, let's have you survey here. Let's just kind of loop around. And then we've got our task force here. They're not really doing anything. They don't have to worry too much.
Evading hostiles.
Already more hostiles, huh? More crystalline creatures. All right, you're getting out of here. You know what? Let's start researching the beta aliens. Let's get that done. Research production. We need to get 30 monthly mineral incomes to knock this out. We need to clear a tile blocker, and we need to design a ship, apparently. So if we need to design a ship...
Ships in use within our empire are designed here. New hull sizes and components will be unlocked as we research new technologies.
We want to design a ship. Sure, Corvette, and then... we have to design something for the tutorial, so we might as well. We'll go with Interceptor. And then what we can do is just auto-complete it. Auto-upgrade it. Tutorial finishing ship.
Good job.
There we go.
The ship design has been added to our database.
Thanks.
And can now be produced by a starbase that has been equipped with a shipyard.
Sweet. That's done. So we got tile blockers, which is going to cost us... What is this? Improvable ceramics available. A ceramic pot is orbiting a sun. This is beyond improbable. That's going to be in that area that we discovered beforehand. So hopefully he's going to get out. All right. He's going to bounce here, here, here. We are surrounded by just nonsense. 2 potentially habitable planets here. A continental world. And a continental moon? A savanna world. Not great. So that's got 11 spots on it. This has got 17 spots on it. But there's very little resources here. That's the problem. Like, there's worlds we can pop. But there's like nothing we can mine on it, unfortunately. So maybe not worth it quite yet. So yeah, I think we grabbed this world because we can. We'll build a starbase outpost here. Let's go ahead and do that. And then let's go back to Lilat real quick. And let's actually go ahead and build ourselves.
This is why we manage all ground forces on this planet. The upper portion of this view is...
Yeah, you've talked to me about that already. Spaceport, construction ship, build. And so we're going to get another construction ship up and running so we can have it. So we're going to grab this area, and we're going to colonize this planet, I think, as soon as I possibly can.
Our attempts to establish communications stand testament to our technological ingenuity, but results are lacking. It is likely that the other party possesses only an animal level of intelligence, if any at all.
Okay, so that's exactly what I was expecting. Those crystalline creatures are animalistic. They're base. They're not really all that useful to us. Up. The reports of extraordinary free-floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems have been investigated. That's what we were doing before. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within the prisms indicate that they might be alive. A fascinating prospect to be sure, but they should be approached with caution. Our best and brightest are standing by to study these aliens. Issue a special project to remote study the crystals.
Situation log updated.
So we can research these. We need a scientist with 2 or skill higher and has 1 science ships in orbit. So that means bringing back one of our ships and orbiting Lilat. We've got this guy going out. Why don't we bring him back here for now then? And we'll get this project underway. He's level 2, right? He's the one that escaped and hit level 2, I'm pretty sure, so...
Construction project concluded.
Okay, so our construction ship is complete. And with that construction ship, what we can do is we can actually send it out and start just trying to habitate or grab a bunch of stars. Like, the biggest thing and the most important thing for me right now is just grabbing the useful areas. We can only survive and subsist off of 1 or 2 star systems for so long. So the sooner we can start cracking out other things, the better. So this construction ship I'm gonna send out to Darren Ma, and we're gonna try and grab this soon too. Though we don't have any star bases, we're fine. So it's on pause. This construction.
We should now be ready to extend our great civilization to a second world.
So we just
This
grab
will
this.
require the construction of a colony ship.
Okay. We're gonna build a colony ship. That's for that world that I really wanted to grab. So actually, let's go to Canaria. Colony ship. We need 300. It's gonna take some time. In fact, let's go to Corneria real quick and see. Okay, so we're finally pulling in this. I can't upgrade it quite yet. Can I upgrade anything worth upgrading at all? And there's gonna be a pop here, and then we're gonna want to start yanking these. In fact, like, let's just actually clear this out. And we'll get another mining station over here. We might have just build a robot there. Let's take a look at what the robot does for us again. I don't even know. We might build a robot just to sit over here. We'll see. We shall see. I want our science ship back over here so we can do the research that we want to do. Off he goes. What is this? We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Corneria. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life throughout the galaxy. Okay? Efforts to catalog the life forms we encountered are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus on our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. So we have 2 choices here. We could say, yes, a good idea, begins a habitable world survey event chain, or we can do... We have more important matters to just gain 20 influence. I'm thinking we're just going to go for this one right here. The event chain. It's probably worth it. And I think this has been cleared. So what we're going to want to do now is we could build a pop. If we build a mechanical pop, it is going to give us 10% more minerals. That's exactly what we want. Everything else is garbage. But the fact that we'll have this is good. So he's immortal and he can just work it forever. So we're going to go ahead and drop a robot pop right on that. And then we're going to go ahead and build a... mining network on top of it. So we're going to get a robot running the mines, and they're just more efficient because they never stop.
Another scientific breakthrough.
Hell yeah. Studying the different forms of life that appear in our world helps us better understand ourselves and the lives that surround us. So we got Biolab 1. So we want a new research for our good friend here, our society researcher. Ground defense planning, which will give us... There are many alien empires who would gladly seize our worlds for themselves. We must be prepared for them should the worst come to pass. Okay. Heritage site. Physical reminders of how far we have come both instill a reverence for past achievements and bolster ambitions for the future. Does that really not give us much, though? So this is defense army damage 35%. This produces 4 unity, which is actually good. Empire modifier, genome mapping, growth speed 10%. I don't know what that means. What is growth speed? I don't know. That's cheap and it unlocks other things. And then monthly unity is still here, which is good. Unlocks additional edicts called campaigns. They have a shorter duration and cost energy instead of influence. Planetary Unification. Yeah, let's go with Planetary Unification. And see how that helps us. So our other construction ship is not doing anything because he's built the outpost here. So we have an habitable world here, which we can't do anything with yet. And I can't do anything with this yet either, but we will very, very soon. We just need minerals. We've been powering through our minerals like crazy. Curiously, we have so many other credits. Can we do anything with these? Or are they just going to sit around? Like, if we wanted to build an army, minerals. Of course, everything costs minerals, man. Minerals, minerals. If we wanted to build here, everything's minerals. Minerals, 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 minerals. Well, then at that point, why don't we just start burning some energy here on clearing some tiles if we're not going to use the energy for anything else? As our science ship scans the surface of Miram 5, it becomes quite clear that we have found something out of the ordinary. Its composition and history provides it with extra materials that we should take opportunity to gather. We will surely come across even more irregularities like this as we survey new planets and should not underestimate their impact on our expansion. So we've discovered something interesting over here, but it doesn't seem like it did much. I'm not quite sure what it did, but he's got a bunch of things to hit here. This system right here, it's a bit far out, but is got value. We still want to yank this station for ourselves. I want to grab a starbase outpost. Leaders gain a level. All right, good. Let's go ahead and just pop this then and grab this as well.
Research concluded.
All right. Fusion reactor. Nuclear fusion processes... let's pause it. Processes generate a great amount of power, but without many risks in the associated fission power. Cool. New research then. Let's see. We've got a bunch of choices here. Improved deflectors. This will give us better deflectors for our ships, basically. Energy grid. Capacity overload. Unlocks the capacity overload edict, which will allow short-term overloading of energy grids, letting power plants across our empire run at increased capacity. Effects last 11 years. Empire generates 20% more power, which is good. So that's what the edict does. Our temporary emperor Y. Okay, and then energy grid. This gives us 10% more energy credits overall. Okay. Useful. Allows for better reactor boosters and then survey speed. I think survey speed, automatic exploration. That's what I really, really want that. So I can send these guys off to do the thing and just kind of start exploring the galaxy on their own. We have enough tradition to drop a new tradition. All right, cool. So what do we want here? Science division. The number of science and medical officers has been increased. Research alternatives 1. I think what we just want early on is just survey speed 35% and science ship construction increased by 30%. Let's just grab it. Yeah, let's grab this one for now. And then we can worry about upping our office
Anomaly
account.
found.
Ooh. We found a new anomaly. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock, Miram 4. Failure risk is really low, so let's just throw him in there and have him research it immediately. The more we can learn, the faster we can learn it, the better. We've got everything here. We've got everything here. He's grabbing this. Is he sleeping? He is. He's not doing anything because we didn't have the minerals to do anything. We still don't really have the minerals to do anything yet. In fact, a lot of what we can do can be done from this map view. In fact, maybe everything we can do can be done from this map view if we really wanted it to. Because we go to the surface. I mean, this is still building because we're waiting for this guy to pop. It's gonna take some time. We're clearing these out.
Construction project concluded.
Good. Minerals, minerals. Hook me up. Minerals, minerals. That's what I want. Okay. A single badly scorched module is all that is left on Cybrex research station that once orbited Miram 6. Hundreds of thousands of years ago. The vacuum exposed inside the module is filled with dead remains of creatures that are part machine and part organic. That's super cool.
Situation log updated.
I'm curious. Didn't I bring my science vessel back here so I could do something with it? 10 months to complete. That's what this is. And 100 science. Just go ahead and do it. What we need here is science skill 2 or higher has 1 science ship in orbit. To what? Fissos? Alright, that's fine. Well, let's send him here and have him research that project then. Once he's done, anyway, he will. For now, he's doing this. Paused. Oh, no. What about this? Is it done? Alright, well. Governor Baram Dentelnik has reached level 2. Congratulations, my dude. Busy governing the core sector. Well, he's doing a great job. Everybody seems to be pretty happy overall. In fact, we can take a look at some things here. So, we haven't really messed around with this too much. This is our planet and sources. This is our one planet that we're part of right now, which is fine. Policies and edicts.
tab covers government policies, as well as empire-wide edicts. Practices that can be enforced by spending some of our resources.
Right. So here's where we can, like, dictate the rules of our civilization. War philosophy, for instance. War is a complex matter. War between stellar nations even more so. How we approach armed conflict is of critical importance to external affairs. We can basically change it to liberation war and restricted wars only. We can do whatever we want. Liberation wars, which is we must further our own interests even when they run contrary to the interest of others. Claiming other systems is only allowed during defensive wars. Animosity, casus belli, and rivals is replaced with ideology. And then defensive wars only. Basically, they're pretty self-explanatory. Food stockpiling, minimal. We can start stockpiling food, huh? The prosperity chart, the growth of an interstellar empire. We must utilize our food surplus in a way that best suits the needs of our population. So minimal. Storage capacity plus 200. Let's go storage capacity plus 1,000. Balanced approach to stockpiling will allow us to use our food surplus towards growth while still leaving us significant reserves if the worst possible should happen. We should probably do balanced then, huh? If you wish to change stockpiling balance within our empire, we will not be able to change our stance on this for 10 years. The policy will have these effects. A balanced approach to stockpiling will allow us blah. Yeah, let's go ahead and change to balanced for now. Hopefully that's good. We can just bump it up. Orbital bombardment, indiscriminate, resettlement allowed. This policy controls whether or not we are allowed to forcibly relocate pops between planets. Basically, force people to move to other planets if a place is maybe overstaffed or overstocked with people. We want to be peaceful on first contact. Initial border status open. I'll think on if we want that to be open or not. We robotic workers. We're going to allow them. Core world populations, all species. We have to have it as all species because of our xenophile. Refugees are welcome. Citizen only. We cannot allow compassion to overpower good sense. Only those who would be worthwhile to society should be brought into our borders. Refugee species with full citizenship may arrive from other empires. Or we could just accept refugees. I don't know if I ever dealt with refugees before in the game. I don't even know if that was allowed. Slaves, we're not allowed. Purge, we're not allowed to do. Alright, that's good to know.
The faction screen gives an overview of the populace's political leanings. Be aware that shifts in the socio-political climate may give rise to factions. Details on faction sizes, attractiveness to our pops, and how content they are can also be found here.
So right here, this screen, though not useful yet, this is going to be something that we're going to have to keep an eye on as we start expanding and planets get further and further away from us that are not near our core worlds, and we start integrating other aliens into our species. Their ideals and the way they see things, especially other of our own species who are born and raised on planets that are not our core planet, they're going to see the world differently. They're going to see space differently. You know, they were born on an alien world. They don't know how we once operated, or they may not agree with how we operate anymore. And this is what factions are going to be. These people who see things differently from us rising up and forming their own movements and political factions to try and oppose the way we do things if they disagree with us. So this is something we're going to have to keep an eye on. Not something we have to worry about quite yet, though. Strategic resources, we don't have any yet. Don't worry about that. Leaders. So we have governors here. We can recruit another governor, but we have no reason to. Admirals, generals, etc., etc. And of course, all of our scientists. That's all of our leaders. Our traditions, which we've already kind of messed around with a little bit. Expansion planner?
In the expansion planner, we find nearby habitable planets that may present opportunities for colonization. We can build colony ships and issue them orders directly from this screen.
So right here, this is the one that we know, Fissos 3, the one we're going to colonize as soon as we have the money to build a colony ship, which we might actually have now. That's what that is. So actually, let's go to Corneria, spaceport. We're gonna save up, I think. I'm gonna try and get some mining things up, but other than that, I think we're gonna save up our minerals because we want to colonize. So, and I want to grab this as soon as we can because as soon as we have another planet under our wing, look it, like we're gonna have a bunch of other things.
System survey concluded. Horizons expanded.
Thanks, buddy. Here's we got a bunch of things that we can't mess with too much, but there's a ton of minerals on this planet, and I want to grab them. So he's done. He's surveyed Miram. But he's got his own thing now he's gonna go do. He can't research this project. He needs 5 or higher. Good lord. But we've got a bunch of minerals here, so we may want to do something.
Tile blocker cleared.
So what are you doing? Not much. Let's move you. Is that Miram? Miram is so fucking far away. We have we have low intel here. We have full intel here. We have no reason to go that way, so let's go over here. And let's just enter orbit for now. I want to save the minerals because I just want to build a ship. Corneria. Still can't do anything with it yet. We've got a bunch of pops over here that are going to be doing its thing. And we can upgrade this building to a Biolab 1. So we might as well drop that as an upgrade and helps us out a great deal. Gonna get a bunch more resources in the process, which is valuable for us. And it's amazing how like we have this tiny little slice and still so much to go. Director General Mathis has leveled up. Good job, Mathis. He's ruling from Corneria right now. Director General. Building cost now minus 10% and home in the sky. Starbase module. This leader reaches for the stars. That's me. All right, engineering facilities done. What else do we got? Building build speed. Empire modifier. Building build speed is 25%. Honestly, that might be worth the one grabbing, just a faster build. Corvette hull points, ceramo metal armor, and coil gun. Yeah, I mean, I don't plan on getting into a war right away, so fingers crossed. In fact, how's our research into auto exploration going?
Special project concluded.
Ooh, we finished it. Okay. The Crystalline Entities, the name itself a compromise between rival factions of xenobiologists and xenogeologists of Corneria, are most definitely alive. Some overly conservative members of the Vulpine academic elite argue that they are silicate animate matter, and that they have little in common with biological life. The vast majority of the galactic Vulpine technocracy's populace reject the regressive perspective, instead turning their eyes towards the fascinating new horizons that the crystalline entities represent. They are somewhat regrettably solitary beings, each individual crystal sovereignty, or sovereign rather, rarely seen with more than one sentinel and a smaller cohort entity. Aside from the cohort and sentinel clearly of the crystalline entities, socio-hierarchical relationships are lost on us, which does not stop these dynamics from being the subject of fevered study on Corneria. The entities do not seem to mate, and we have yet to observe any crystals that are recognizably older or younger than the others. Contrary to an early hypothesis, the shifts in hue between individual crystalline entities seem to relate not to their age, but to their latent internal charge, which can be violently unleashed. And it appears as if the sporadic fluctuations in this charge after refractive properties in the crystal. So we have two choices. This knowledge will surely be a great boon to sciences, or we will find some of the use for this information. So we get two upgrades basically that we have to choose from. We get this one because we are xenophiles. This one adds a prismatic lens modifier to our empire, which is a blanket plus 10 to our physics, which is great. Plus 10% rather, not plus 10. Or we get the crystal sonar modifier onto our empire, which adds spend 30 energy to instantly survey a crystalline entity system when entered. So we can enter a crystalline entity survey and we can just Boom. We'll spend 30 energy. We don't deal with it. And we'll just survey the whole system. I think we're going to take this plus 10% flat out. I think that makes the most sense for us. We can take a look at what we've already have
Construction
researched.
project concluded.
Atmospheric readings on Antok ROM 4A do not match simulated projections. He failed. He actually failed? With a 5% failure rate. Keep researching it, my dude. And then we built something else. Actually, I'm taking a look at what we've researched before, but hang on. Pause it. What were we building? I don't know. All right, well. What is this? Swirling shadows. Immense, ragged planes of shadow drift across Antok ROM 4A's face. Oh, we got it. They are cast not by clouds, but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere. Hinged, or rather jointed, to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Verpim Dale Valthrag is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might be. We have shadow play now added to this, and not the NVIDIA kind. That's this right here, right? Whoa, look at this star, dude. Wild. Is there a way to remove the overlay for a cool screenshot? Because that's cool. I don't know what shadow play means. Shadows drift across this planet, forming shapes of apparent intent but indeterminate meaning. Maybe if we can do some research to it or something. So he's done, I guess? Wait. Yeah, just go there. Research it. Alright. We have 300 now, so we'll go to Corneria, which slow things down a little bit. I have a tendency of trying to blast through time. It's just old EU4 habits. We'll go to our spaceport, and we will go ahead and build a colony ship. And we're going to go colonize our first planet. Which hopefully is going to, you know, be beneficial to us. Our construction ship is not doing anything anymore. We can't really do much anymore. Corneria, since we have more money to spend, let's go ahead and start clearing some stuff out. We can move him here, and what we can do is we can actually build a farm there as soon as possible. What's it gonna run us for a farm? Oh, we can. Just give me more food. The more food we can stockpile, the better we're gonna be. So, what's the science ship doing here? Oh, he's doing the research. Right. Okay. We have this in our grasp. Well, we'll pop you over here. Because I want to build a mining station over here next. I keep grabbing systems, but really our claim to them is minimal. We just kind of throw a little station there like, it's ours! It's ours! Don't F with me, it's ours. Colony ship's going to take a while. But let's speed up. Let's get a colony ship up and running. We can actually look at what we've actually researched. So we've got engineering facility. We have robot. We actually already have the robot thing because of our technocracy. Powered exoskeletons for more minerals. Nuclear missiles we have apparently. Mass drivers we have. Off-world construction, industrial base, and all the other stuff that we've already researched. Outpost, Corvette, spaceship, science ship, assault army. I like how it comes with robots. We get robots to start.
Construction project concluded.
Pop construction has been completed on Corneria. So that means we now are cracking out minerals. Yeah. Beautiful. That's what I want to see. We don't need any more robots. I think we're good on robots. In fact, actually, what we could do is build a robot and put it on here. So here's my thought. We'll build a pop, and then replace him with the pop here. So let's wait until we have the money. There it is. We'll build a robot. And what we're going to do here is we're going to move this robot onto this tile and then move him elsewhere. So basically the idea is having all of our mines being run purely via robots. It's going to be more efficient that way. And better for us.
We have discovered a primitive civilization.
Woo!
Some would dismiss these aliens as little more than filthy savages, but there are those who see merit in studying their culture, such as it is.
This can be done by building an observation post above their homeworld, assuming it's within our borders. These stations have a number of different missions that can be... So this is like my favorite part of the game, is like the early game at least. When we come across... pause it real quick. When we come across civilizations, like so... And it's got a primitive civilization, so early space age. That's where they're at. So they are fungoid, and they're in early space age. So unless we do something, they're likely going to get to space on their own and be their own empire. And they're really far away, so the chance of us actually being able to mess with them too much is low. Unfortunately, man. Like, it's just unfortunate that we can't really mess with them too much. Because they are... here, Thrust Clailju. They're here in Cedropolis, and they're in early space age, which is cool. And we could just destroy them if we just bombarded them and we wanted to just kill them. They're likely gonna pop, and they're gonna be an empire we're gonna have to deal with because they're militarist, great, conformist, decadent, quarrelsome, industrious, and desert preference. So here's my thought. They're militarist assholes and then the early space age, which means their technology is getting to the point where they're going to be in space very soon. And the fact that they're militaristic makes me a little worried because they're quarrelsome as well. They're basically built to be fighters. Could just deal with them right now and bombard them from space and not worry about them and say, we'll deal with it as we need. Or we could do something else. What if we took this task force, right? And sent them here. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Almost done a colony ship. We're going to send our colony ship off to do colonization soon. I would very much like to maybe wipe them out if I get the chance. Bombard them from space. What are they gonna do? I mean, they're not gonna be able to do anything, right? If I can get a leader, let's get a leader. Weapons range, fire rate, sublight speeds faster. We have not enough energy to recruit, not yet anyway. We will soon.
The colonists have all been transferred to the new colony ship, and our captain reports all systems go. A momentous day for sure.
Good. So let's grab our colony ship. There it is. Let's take a look at this thing up close. There she is. The colony ship, ISS Lacarian, our first colony ship to take a planet. And here we go. Colonize it. So we need to pick a place that we can plop down. That's going to become, because the ship is going to be our capital for a little while. We can put it, I think we have to put it here because it's going to be the easiest to, well, we should put it here. Now we should put it here. Let's do that. Ephiso Prime. Off you go. Colony ship, off you go. Unpause it. We'll set them off that way.
We have a colony ship, and we have found at least one suitable candidate for a permanent extrasolar outpost. I see no reason to delay further. Let's establish our first colony. We are losing credits at an alarming rate. Last month's budget report makes for some grim reading.
Well, we're losing money because we have ship upkeep, building upkeep, station upkeep, pop upkeep. Hopefully the ship upkeep will go down once we colonize. We'll see. Curiously, I'm wondering if I can orbital bombard. Let's save it because I don't know if this is going to work. In my mind, the way it works is I can bombard them from space and they can't do anything. So we're on indiscriminate.
Special project concluded.
We have tried everything in order to find out how the ceramic pot ended up in the stellar orbit. Maybe we're all crazy. Maybe it does not even exist. Guess what? We tried calculating around those facts as well. We are done. There's nothing more we can do here. The only plus side is that we had tons of time to spend on philosophical and economical questions, and we could not stomach to keep investigating the damn thing. We got 150 influence. Yay. Can I not bombard it?
Construction project concluded.
We're losing money now. And that's okay. Not by a bunch, but we are. I kind of just want to wipe them out. Can I not move them over? Maybe I can't. Maybe I'm missing something. I was hoping just to wipe them out, but that's fine. Let's send them home. I thought there was a hotkey to send them home. We'll just send them home. So you're over there. That's fine. Survey that system. Survey. Survey. Do what you gotta do. I'd love to just bomb them out of orbit, and hopefully we can. This is our colony ship.
Evading hostiles.
Okay, we've got hostiles over here. Delta aliens. We've encountered some form of alien vessel in the Hijuz system. These strange objects have been flagged as Delta aliens. Let's wait. Let's actually pop in real quick and see. Those, I believe, are just space cows. I don't think they're angry at all, but what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start researching them just to get that out of the way. Basically, there's a type of alien people colloquially call like space cows. They're non-aggressive.
Congratulations on having colonized a new world. Our colonists are now in the process of building their first settlement, but it will take time for them to become self-sufficient.
Colony is a drain on our resources for now. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Ephiso Prime. It has been permanently converted into administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters sprung up. Glorious day. The Vulpine technocracy has officially settled. Well, that'll be that. Gonna wrap this episode up here. Say thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. I'm so happy to see you guys are enjoying Stellaris again. It's good to be back. I love me some strategy. It's, we got our own little story. We are surrounded by angry animals, more or less. But there's just enough of an ancient civilization to show me that, hey, maybe, just maybe, that's where we got our technology. It's really fun. Little stories that pop up are fun. Anyway, I hope you guys see you next time. Bye-bye.